Long time no see, guys. It's been a while since I did one of these. Mind the fan. And it's a little cool out in the room, stuffy. So, we're back at it again with another Finds episode, which has been a long while in the making. Work has kept me busy, which is both good and bad at the same time. So, how's it bad? I don't get to go to the flea market as much. How's it good? I got money in my pocket. I'd rather spend the money to get what I want, but I can't because I'm too exhausted when I get back home from work. So it's an endless cycle. If I get home from work on Saturdays, I'm too tired to do anything. Plus, I get home at 3:30. Flea market's done. Oh, boy. But this is all the pickups from the last one to now. So I might be missing a few things just because I don't have them on me or I place them somewhere. And I got a lot of stuff right next to me to show you guys, so maybe they'll be in the next one when I bring them out. Like, I got a copy of Donkey Kong Country, I think, under my bed right now in a tub that I can't get out that I bought for $5, like, a couple weeks ago at the flea market. But a lot of these will be pickups and flea market finds. And I will at least mention what's what. Why am I doing this now today instead of when I could have done it before? Because none of the hauls I got were that impressive. I like to do an impressive haul. And this is quite an impressive haul. There will be plenty of 64 games shown, so I'll get rid of one right now. Got this off of one of the resellers inside my flea market. Had some problems with it. It likes to crash. I might actually have to open this up and clean out the contents just to see if it's alright. I mean, he had it at 35, which is not that bad. I got it for 30. So it turned out to be at least a decent deal. It does work. It just has a problem with crashing. And if you just want to play the game, just play the game. You can get by. I got through at least 3 races before I just turned it off. Mario Kart 64. Not in the best shape. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but the label's alright. It's not great. There's some little bits here and there. Let's see, hold on. Just making sure no dust. I rarely clean that camera, so. Alright, that's that. Another bit of flea market finds. Some Genesis stuff. Guy was just bringing out toys and whatnot that he got out of a locker. He had some games in a box. He grabbed them. He took them and put them in his van. Left his van's door open while he was dealing with someone. I went up. I looked through them, found these 2, and I was like, I would like these. He said 10 apiece. One of those is a good deal. This one, it's an alright deal. And as for the alright one, Marvel Comics, Wolverine's Adamantium Rage for the Genesis. Label was peeling, but I glued it back down, and it's complete, so that's good. And the one that was a really good deal, this game generally goes for around 40 to 50 in good shape, and this is in okay shape. The only problem I have is this little area here. Everything else is fine. The card's mint, the manual's in there, even the poster. Gargoyles for the Genesis, a nice little exclusive to the Genesis. Why this didn't come out on Super Nintendo, I don't know. Because, let's see, this was Disney. So, why wouldn't they put it out on Super Nintendo? When did this come out, anyway? I mean, being it's in a cardboard box, it has to be one of the more earlier releases, I would imagine. Did they ever put dates on this stuff? Benua Vista. It might have been the publisher, Benua Vista, who had a contract with Sega to produce games, and this is somehow got out of Disney's hand. I don't know. From the same reseller that I got the Mario Kart from, I found Klonoa 2 for $5. No manual, but the disc actually goes for around 20 by itself, so to have it in the case and whatnot, at least with the artwork, I'll take that. Let's see. So those of you who think GameStop is a little shady or just plain stupid, this is an interesting story. Rodea, I'm going to say that's how you pronounce it. Rhoda, Sky Soldier. Interesting little 3DS game. As you can see, I have the cardboard sleeve, and I do have the soundtrack in here with it as well. What I found was this on the shelf, just the cardboard box with like a replacement case inside to protect it. It's in, and there's a long crease on this side, other than that, and on that side too. Other than that, it's in nice shape. But they had the box as well. This on the shelf for $20. Used was 13 something. So I bring this up to the counter and ask, "Do you have the original case?" He says, "We don't even have a new copy in here. We just have the used one." So when and I was like, It took us a while to figure out, like, this is probably what they did. They opened this and threw this on the shelf. And when came time to think, okay, we're going to sell this, they're just going to put the game and put it in there. And then probably later they would have just thrown this out because the soundtrack was with the used copy. So I just asked, could I have the original case that's on the shelf? He goes, sure, it's fine. So, yeah, not all GameStops are terrible. I'm sure everyone has their own different experiences. That was a text message. I'll just see what it is. And, yep. Buddy of mine. I sent him a picture of a bunch of the stuff I got today. Alright, let's see. If you ever go into a CEX, that's Computer Entertainment Expo, I think it stands for. They are really good at pricing games. Let me look through these, make sure I didn't put anything in here that shouldn't be in here. Yeah, at least 2 of these I got elsewhere. And yeah, that's good. And CEX, real cheap games a lot of the times. I go there for mostly PlayStation 2 stuff, maybe sometimes a PSP game. But since I now have a PlayStation 3, I am getting into the realm of PlayStation 3 games, and that's going to be pretty fun for me. Let's see. So I picked up a bunch. Batman Arkham Asylum. I believe that was like $3, and I think GameStop sells it for like $5. I know I have the other one. I have City somewhere. So, or is it City? Yeah, Arkham City. As Asylum, I know I have City somewhere. It is just not in this lot. Let's see. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. I believe that was $4. Ninja Storm 3. That was like $5. And this is the first Ninja Storm, which is, I think it was $3. And I think one of these didn't have the manual, and I think it was, yeah, it's Generations didn't have the manual. Castlevania Lords of Shadows, that was $2.50. Heavenly Sword, that was $2. And probably the 2 games, one I'm probably never going to play, one well, I shouldn't say never play, I'll give it a shot. Catherine by Atlas for $8. And GameStop still has this, I think, for like 15 to 16. And I feel I overpaid for this, but then when I looked at the app for GameStop, there was like none in my area for this. So GameStop has this for 15. I paid $25 for it. Why did I pay $25 for it? Well, as I said, there's none in my area, and it's kind of a hard game to find. By Atlas, 3D Dot Game Heroes. Quite an oddity. It's basically Atlas trying to redo a 3D Zelda, or yeah, an 8-bit Zelda game, basically, and it's for the PlayStation. So I'll probably pop that in at some point in time. Another straight-up pickup from GameStop. I don't know if I even put these in the a previous video. I know I might have put this one in. White Knight Chronicles 2. I might have put that in a previous video. I do not remember. This one, I don't think I did either. Alteria, Aisha, The Alchemist of Dusk. Kind of the Alteria games for the PS3 are kind of an odd thing to find for me, especially at a GameStop. This was like 17, I think, with my Pro membership, and it's complete. So I got it. I'll give it a shot eventually. And It's these type of games that eventually become a little bit harder to find and rarer in like maybe 5 years from now. So it could be 18 now when GameStop stops putting the stuff on the shelf. It might be 25 to 30 later, so get it now. What's all this? It's a mix, I think. Yeah, a lot of the stuff came also from CEX. So let's dive into it, and I'll try to remember. Monopoly for the PS1. Actually, I think I paid $3 for this, and it doesn't work. I've already passed the return rate and getting full money back, but at $3.50, it's like, all right, you know what? Disc doesn't work. I at least have a nice clean case and manual for if I ever find a disc. So there's a little bit of a silver lining there, a little bit, not a big one, just a little bit. And until then, I'll just keep it. Actually, I should. No, I can't swap out the case for this because of the thing. This is the main reason why I went that day. Onimusha Dawn of Dreams for $8. Did I replace the case? No, I didn't replace the case. This is the case, but they didn't have that little, because it's a 2-disc game, they did not have the little didn't have the little tray for the game. So what I did was I took the one out of my God of War, and I just put it in it. Stuff's about to fall over there. Armored Core 2, that was like $2. Armored Core 2, Another Age, that was like $2. I grabbed Kingdom Hearts 2 for $10. It's worth around there, but I got it because I have one. I have Rechain of Memories. I didn't have two, so now I'm done with Kingdom Hearts games for the PS2. You buy to get out of stuff. That's basically it. Oh, this was neat. This was a little interesting. CEX is starting to sell GameCube games, and I grabbed Batten Kaitos for $15. Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean. Glad I got that. But weird thing was, it came with the Toys R Us exclusive music soundtrack, and the soundtrack alone goes for $10 to $15. That's a little odd. Tales of the Abyss for $15, which is basically what it's worth. Nobunaga's Ambition Iron Triangle. I think this is like $7. It's right around a $15 to $20 game. Save this one. That's like the money, really, honestly. I don't even remember if I did that one or not. Some of these I might have done already. I don't recall. If I did, let me know, because I can't remember if I did these or not. We Love Katamari. That was like $10. Suikoden 4. I think that was like $15, $18, which is what it's worth. But when you don't see a game you ever see, you grab it. Gradius 3 and 4. Interesting story with this. It did have some stickers on here from like a rental place. There's no manual, but the game alone is like $20, even without the case. So, and then Clock Tower 3, which I believe I paid $20, which is what it goes for. But as I said, you don't see a title you ever see, you just grab it. And those last 4, if I mentioned those in a previous video, sorry, I didn't recall. They were with all the other new stuff. This is a big reason why I went to CEX. They had this game priced at $25. It's very well below retail. It goes for between, I want to say at least, like on the high side, on the low side, you'll see a $50 copy. Maybe not with the manual. But it is one of the more harder and rarer titles to find. Straight out of Sega, we have Yakuza 2. And I paid about $25 for this, so even on the low side of $50, it's pretty much a good deal, because you will see it around the $75 price range, at least for a complete copy. Alright, now on to today's finds. I'm looking at my clock here. Already 14 minutes in, and we're getting into today's finds. Pardon the noise, it's a bottle of water. Let's see, my usual reseller at my flea market, he had some new PS2 games. So I picked up Samurai Legends Musashi for $5. I've seen this at my CEX for like $12 for the longest time. I finally just grabbed it. $5. Some movies I got. They were $1. Was it My sister grabbed 2 of them already because I showed them. One of them was Wreck-It Ralph for $1. Hotel Transylvania for $1. I figured, why not? Grabbed Godzilla. Why? I actually used to like this movie. Really did. This was like before the whole, like, I actually watched original Godzilla stuff. I really enjoyed this. Let's see. DC Universe, Superman, Doomsday. Not bad. And this is a guilty pleasure of mine, and I'm kind of glad I found this, because I used to have this on VHS, and I loved it. Muppets Treasure Island. And this is with Tim Curry as the main villain. He plays that evil cruise chef. And, oh, I love it. Love it. Alright, but on to today's finds. Oh, okay, it's just a sticker on top. What is it? I got 12 Nintendo 64 games for about... Oh, he wanted $10 a piece. I did about $9.50. It came to about $115 for the lot. $115. I tried to do $110. That's like $9 a piece or something like that. But he wasn't having it. He knew what he had. Not really. He didn't really know what he had. Or no. So I did leave 3 games for him to sell with the system that he got. What was it? Turok 1 and 2. And I think Blast Corps. Yeah, Blast Corps. But I grabbed mainly, like, 2 of these games I'm just going to get out of the way, because pretty much someone's going to be like, why did you buy those? I bought them because, 1, I wanted to play them, and 2, I wanted to, like, just get frustrated with it. So we got Superman 64, and it's, all these games have, like, very clean labels. And I'm very shocked at this. That whoever had these just kept these in a box for like years. And the one I really wanted to play, or at least try, is Quest 64. One of the few like RPGs on the 64, if you will. By THQ. And yes, these were all owned once by Khalif Bradley. So Khalif, I have your games. Thank you for keeping them all in such great shape. Okay, what's next? We got a Diddy Kong Racing. Is it Diddy Kong? I don't know. I always say Conk. Diddy Kong Racing. F-Zero X. It's one of those weird games you never see, but as I said before, clean labels, people. I think there's only like one like really bad cart, and it's like not even that bad. Yeah. Star Fox 64. And this is the one that's a little, like, just a tiny cut, like, right there, but it's, like, hard to even see. Alright, Star Fox 4, what else? Mortal Kombat Trilogy. GoldenEye 007. Doom 64. And on to the last 4, which are pretty much... I could have just bought these 4 and would have been happy at $40, but there's a lot of quality there. Super Mario 64. Again, clean label, owned by Khalif Bradley. I said Khalif, thank you. Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Tooie. I don't know why this... They're both kind of in the $20 range right now. So, and then the last one, which is what really made me buy this lot, because I'm happy because the label on mine is not really good. So I'm glad to at least have it again. Have a very, very clean copy. Pokemon Stadium 2. Very happy. In mine, you can barely even see Lugia and Ho-Oh in this. Like, the pins are mint, the label's mint, the cart's mint, it's the right silver and gold. I'm gonna hate to sell off my other copy, but I got a nice new one right here. Thank you very much. Oh, thank God, I was about to say. He didn't write his name on that one. Thank you, Khalif. You wrote it on Mario. Alright, you wrote it on Mario. and Banjo-Kazooie. He wrote his name on a few of these. Not all of them, so maybe not all of them were his. Alright, but that's it for this Flea Market Finds. See you guys on the next one.